Today, been a crazy day at the coin shop, folks. Got a couple of stories of what happened today. You might find interesting, you might not. Please like, share, and subscribe. I also had another sponsorship offer, which I didn't respond because I'm not gonna respond because I'm not gonna apply to it because I'm not gonna take it. Gonna let you guys know about that as well. Crazy times, crazy times. Please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out. Thank you for all the ones who have subscribed. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the donations. Let's just get into it right now. Today, an older gentleman came in, and he's looking to stack some for his grandkids. 3 granddaughters, 111, 113, 114. He bought some silver for them at Christmas time. They absolutely loved it. He didn't buy it from us. He bought some silver eagles, he said, and he bought some Christmas rounds. They absolutely love it. So he calls them up last week and asked them what they wanted for Easter. Grandpa, we want silver. So Grandpa got a good idea. He went out to Amazon first, bought them a combination safe. Not a combination safe, but a digital safe where you punch in the numbers. Bought 3 safes, 1 for each one. Comes in today and orders a tube of maples for each girl. Tube of eagles. $10 in face of Franklin's. $20 in face of Washington silver quarters. And $20 in face of Roosevelt silver dimes. That's going to be the Easter present, folks. What a nice Easter present. What a nice grandfather. Not everybody can stack like this. Not everybody's got the money for this. I understand that. But let's get the young people involved, folks. Even if it is just a 40% silver half dollar to get the kids going. Or a 90% silver half dollars. Or some silver dimes. Or some war nickels like you see on your screen right now. Get the kids involved. Get them educated. Don't have to get a safe right off the bat. Don't have to get them a bunch off the bat. I know a lot of us can't afford to do that. I was blown away. Kids that young are asking for silver for later in life. Because they've been educated. Their parents are teaching them as well. Parents are telling them, you want silver, you get good grades, we will give you XYZ amount. Not everybody's that well off. I get it. But it can be small. So let's help the kids get involved. We need the younger generation to keep the coin shops alive, folks. We need the younger generation to get educated and get as most education as they can now. Now, a lot of people my age or younger don't have a clue about silver, gold, or platinum. I'm 45. You know, I've been in this business, not in the coin shop business, not working for a coin shop, but I've been doing coins since I was about 16, maybe 15. I was starting to get involved more and more around that age. I sold at flea markets up in the state of Maine. I went to coin shows at a very young age. I actually worked with someone at the hospital. Was older than me. Could have been my father. Okay? He's old enough to be my father. Him and I went to a lot of different coin shows. We worked Monday through Friday. During the winter months, there was coin shows. Can't do flea markets. I was stacking for, didn't really call it stacking back then, I guess. But I was collecting for the summer months for the flea market. And my dad was going crazy. Why are you getting all that for this? You're spending all your money on silver. Blah, 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 blah. All your extra money. I'm going to double my money in the summertime. Exactly what happened, folks. Buy low, sell high. Silver was going up. I was going to coin shows during that time, folks. Check your local coin shows, folks. A lot of times you can get a lot better deal than your coin shops online, wherever. Keep an eye on your coin shows. Just Google it. Get to know those people who are selling at the coin shows. Maybe you could even get into coin shows and start selling. Flipping a little bit. Buying cheap, selling higher. And still be able to keep your own stack in line as well. Just a thought out there. So I was very impressed with this guy. You know, he says it's time to teach these kids. He says too many generations have gone past, and there's a lot of people that need to be taught, and there's time to teach our kids now. Well, I gotta agree with him. We gotta keep the coin shows alive. We gotta keep the coin shops alive, folks. You know, and it's sad, there's not a lot of younger people out there that own coin shops. Your general coin shop in America is some old cranky guy, and that's what normally it is. They're not all cranky, but you don't see a lot of middle-aged, younger people own coin shops. Maybe it got passed down to the family. It could be that they're a little bit younger, but there's no new generation coming on board opening a new coin shop for the first time. It's really not much out there. We gotta support our local coin shops, and we gotta try to get more coin shops open, because this will weed out the terrible ones out there. And yes, there are some terrible coin shops out there, but I'm not gonna come on here and name them. Google it, folks, yourself. Alright, ask people in your area where's a better coin shop. You know, I understand some states have a high tax on silver and gold. Some states don't even have a maximum, or not a maximum, but a limit. You know, if you get underneath a certain threshold, they're taxing you. Some states don't even. Some states just charge you tax. It don't matter how much you buy. If you live in one of those states, I'll call the state out, like my home state of Maine, 6% sales tax on silver and gold. Most people in the state of Maine live south of Bangor. That's where most of your population is. It's worth the ride. If you're buying a lot, go to New Hampshire, folks, with cash. Go to New Hampshire. Especially if you live Brunswick South, Lewiston South of that state. It's worth the drive to New Hampshire. It's worth the couple dollars in tolls you're going to pay each way. It's worth every single time that you're not going to pay the tax. Bring cold hard cash with you. Just, folks, get outside of the box here. You know, if you live in a state that has high tax, you're not that far from the next state that don't have no tax. Drive across the border. That's all. Drive across the border. Don't use your credit card, though. Not financial advice, of course. But you guys get the picture of what I'm saying. We shouldn't have tax on silver or gold or platinum, copper, coins. At all. It's a shame that some states do that. Even a shame here in the state of Florida, which they're trying to reverse that in the state. I mentioned it earlier last week, I think, or maybe the week before. SB 132 in the state of Florida. All the Senate, the 10 people in the Senate committee passed yes to move the bill forward. 10 votes were yes, 0 votes were no. They're moving it forward. So now it goes to the Senate floor. It's been read once on the Senate floor right now in the state of Florida. I think it's going to get passed, folks. They're going to eliminate sales tax on silver and gold. And set up the law where you can actually use it as physical, as payment. Before we move on to my next story about the nickels, I want to give a quick shout out to channel sponsor Pinbacks.com. They have been great, folks. I talked to Michael this past weekend on a Saturday. These folks care. There's not too many bowling companies that I could reach out to on a Saturday and talk to the owners themselves. There was a few questions you folks had. I wanted to get some answers from Pinbacks. They gave me the answers. I reported it on Sunday to you folks. About 401ks, about IRAs. There's a lot of fear in the markets right now. If you are looking to do something with that, call them up. Their number's right on the website. Don't mean you got to do it that day. Talk to your family about it first. And check them out for silver, gold, and platinum, folks. Let them know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. No, and I don't make a commission off anything that you buy or you do a 401k transfer, you do an IRA transfer. I don't make any commission at all off that. So thank you, Pinbacks, for sponsoring Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer out there, because it's not possible without you. So thank you for watching my videos. The war nickels you see. Had a guy come in. He had 1,000 war nickels he wanted to sell. So he says, he comes in, he says, yeah, I just need to get rid of some silver. He needs to get payment on his house. A little short this month. Didn't work a lot of hours, cutting hours back at his job. And so I knew this guy had 10-ounce silver bars and stuff like that, 5-ounce silver bars. So I asked him, I said, why do you want to give up all your war nickels and not your silver bars? I says, I'm just trying to see where your mindset is. He says, well, I'd rather give up the worst silver possible. I says, yeah, but I says, I understand that. I said, but this could be more of a bottom material. I said, you can replace the 10-ounce silver bars a lot easier than war nickels, 40% silver halves, 90% silver. And so he stopped and thought about it. He says, I'm going to take my nickels. I'm going to think about this for a little bit. I'm going to go grab a burger and think about what you just said to me. Because you actually make a good point. So he comes back. And he says, no, he says, I'd rather give up the nickels anyways. He says, but he says, I thought long hard. He said, you're absolutely right, he says. But he says, I kind of went, he says, I'm going to go with my first instinct and sell the nickels. The war nickels. And he said, so he asked me how much I can pay for them. I says, oh, you want to sell them all at one time? He says, yeah. He says, there's about 1,000 of them here. I says, hold on. Says, do you have a minute where I can make a phone call? Because I says, I might have a quick buyer for these. I might be able to pay you a little bit more. He says, oh yeah, absolutely. Just take your time, he says. Called up another customer that wants war nickels so bad. We didn't have any in stock. Call up the other customer, he answers the phone. I asked him, I said, you got an opportunity here. I says, I got 1,000 war nickels about to come through my door. I said, do you want them? I said, we normally charge 20 cents over melt. I says, I normally pay 20 cents under melt. I said, but if he's willing to sell them for 10 cents under melt, you're willing to pay 10 cents over melt, I can make the deal happen. He says, if you can get them, call me back. I'll be in this afternoon. Great. I went to the guy who was selling them. I says, look, normally I pay 20 cents under melt. I said, but I'm willing to pay you 10 cents under melt. I says, I got them sold already. The other customer's going to buy them 10 cents over melt. Are you good with that deal, sir? He says, you got to be kidding me. He says, I love that deal. You're giving me more. You're giving him a little bit of a break. You're making a little bit. I love it. Let's get the deal done. Gave him cash, walked out the door. About an hour later, folks, the other guy came in. He was tickled pink. Got his war nickels for cheaper than we normally can sell them for. Quick flip for the store. Everybody's happy. Makes us happy. That's how you make the deals, folks. That's how you take care of your customers. That's doing the right thing. overall. It's not always about how much money you can make. You know, this is why we take names down when people are looking for something, when stuff is harder to get. But there's also a lot of people out there will bash war nickels, bash 40% silver. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. If you feel that way, it's just because when the stuff really hits the fan out there, I think some people are going to really wish they had some war nickels, some 40% silver halves for small transactions out there, and not worry what the melters want today. Again, we got to look outside the box. So, the end of the story is both customers were happy. Buying customers happy, selling customers happy. He says, thank you for treating me right. I mean, he says, I cannot, he says, you guys always treated me right in this shop. And you know, and he was very, very happy. He says, I thought you guys were going to give me a nosedive here on the 35% silver. I says, well, we can do this because we got a quick buyer. I says, helping both parties out. We're the middleman. Yes, the shop's going to make a little bit of money, folks, off of it. That's how business works. So, I got another sponsorship offer or request to call this company. I'm not going to name the company, of course. But it says, I'm so-and-so. Not going to name the name as well. We're a leading crypto trading company with XYZ number of members and trading volume, blah, 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 on that. I checked out your channel and thought it would be a great fit for our affiliate program. We're working on the creators in the crypto space, blah, 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 and while giving their audience something to generate valuable, here's what we offer. Well, let me just stop before what they're offering. How many times have I told companies, if they actually watched my channel and not some computer system, actually watching my channel, I'm not going to take a sponsorship with anything to do with cryptocurrencies, meme coins, Bitcoin, yada, yada, yada coin, whatever. Silver, gold only, or related to silver and gold. Preppers, yes, but I'm never going to take a commission at all, folks. It goes on to say, earn up to 40% this commission. Up to $1,000 a month in trading bonuses that I could make. Up to 40% commission. I just wanted to nail that one in the head right now. Just because 40% commission, how much are they charging the customers out there? To get a platform set up, get this set up, get that set up, fees, whatever. Folks, be careful with these cryptos. Be careful with the meme coins out there. Be careful what company you choose to invest your money into. Meaning what platform that you use. And the fees associated with it, it's ridiculous. I'm not even responding to this company at all. I will never, never take a sponsorship with anything to do with a commission. I will never take a sponsorship that has nothing to do with silver or gold. Maybe I would take a sponsorship with something to do with long food preparation, prepping. Kind of goes in hand with silver and gold. But I will never take any type of those offers with a commission-based thing. I'm not here to sell you folks anything. I want to make that crystal clear. So any company who's listening to this video, I'm not interested. Don't waste your time reaching out to me. Because I'm not going to answer you back. With anything to do with crypto, anything to do with a commission base, nothing. I'm putting this out there so everybody can hear this. That's how I'm going to run my channel, folks. Honestly, give you the best information as possible. And I'm going to tell the truth on this channel, 100%. If you folks have any questions for me, please reach out to me. About silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me. I'm always happy to help you out. Thank you for watching. If you're not yet, like, share, subscribe. It's a great time to do that now. Check my good friend Sobriety in Silver YouTube channel out. He's a fast-growing channel as well. And I will call out Salivate Meadow once again because I think Sal does a heck of a job on his channel. I cannot give that guy... He's another honest dude out there. He's been around for many years. If you guys not checked him out as well, checked him out. Let him know that Coin Shop Chris sent you there as well. I don't know the guy personally. Never talked to him on the phone. I love his content though. I'm giving you guys this my 2 cents on other channels out there. And you know, when I feel there's a channel out there that does a terrific job out there, I'm gonna call them out, give them the credit it's due to them. Again, folks, thank you for watching. Coin Shop Chris is out. We will see you in the morning.